Hello, everyone, and today I will be telling you the entirety of grass cutting incremental Roblox. So right now I am going to loop to show you one by one on how you progress in this game. All of the progress before looping. So first, you spawn in a field and you collect grass, you cut grass. And then once you collect grass, you buy upgrades such as grass value, more grass, growth speed, XP, prestige, and the range and speed of your character. The range is the square that surrounds your character, and the speed is how fast you are. And you can also earn perks every time you level up and you buy them. So let me unhide all the max upgrades. So as you can see here that these are all maxed. Yes, uh, I already maxed it because of the multiplier that is so high. And also this is the automation upgrades where you buy a bunch of automations. And here you have prestige, the first reset layer, and you can only do it once you reach level 31, your grass level. And you also buy upgrades here, such as the grass value again, XP, tier power, and crystals. Crystals is for the next reset layer where you need to, well, earn crystals and you need to reach level 101. And you also buy upgrades here. And once you do that, you unlock the accomplishments, and the accomplishments will help you progress further in the game. And if you are confused, guys, you can just click help over here, introduction, and the rest will guide you here, as you can see. Or you can talk to this NPC right here, and he is Grassman. So you can talk to him if you want. You can also talk about your prestige stats. And once you do some accomplishments, you can now grass hop, and you need to reach level 201 to do it. And since that I have multi, I can grass hop multiple times at once. And these are the milestones. And once you unlock these milestones, such as grass hop level 8, you will unlock Steely. And Steely is another reset layer, just as grass hop. And you need to reach level 221 to earn steel. And you can buy upgrades here, and you will unlock the foundry, which is this one, and the generator, which is this one. And you can also unlock the charger and more automations. Automations will help you automate your whole grass cutting thingy, such as this. That way you don't have to click up buy upgrade every time in each upgrade. And once you reach, well, a certain milestone, you can hit this anti-realm. And once you do, you unlock another realm. You collect more grass in this world. You buy more upgrades. And once you reach a certain level, such as level 31, you do anonymity. It's a reset layer in the anti-realm. So by that, so that you can unlock the next reset layer, which is liquefy, and buy upgrades here in the anonymity upgrades, and also unlock the anti automation upgrades where it can just automate everything here where it auto buys the upgrades. And once you reach level 101 in anti level, you liquefy and buy more upgrades over here. And once you do that and do some certain accomplishments as well that involves the anti-grass, you will eventually reach the grass skip. But before you do that, we go back into the industrial zone to earn more steel to buy all of the upgrades over here, and then do even more grass hops, as you can see here. And then once you unlock the auto generation of oil, you can eventually produce rocket fuels where you can buy these upgrades over here. Now it requires a certain amount of charge and oil so that you can produce just one. You can also by upgrading the oil drilling rig, and to unlock this you have to earn more steel to buy those upgrades in the factory. And once you do that, you can unlock the rocket launch pad where there's a certain amount of steel you need, which is 100 quintillion, and a total amount of rocket fuel. But I can just create part already. And as you can see that you unlock this other reset layer, which is galactic. And you can only unlock grass skip once you unlock galactic. So here we go. Let's click galactic, and as you can see here that you can earn a bunch of stars, and then there's new currency that you unlock, which is the moonstone. This is kind of like perks, similar to perks and platinum, and you buy these upgrades to further boost your progress. And we have this here, three kinds of trees: automation tree, where it automatically buys upgrades for everything, and the speed tree where it boosts your progress, such as the XP tier power, oil, anti-grass XP, grass, and then charge. And there are also generators here, which is steel and auto accomplishments. And it goes further. And the progression tree where it helps increase your astral level, where you unlock this once you galactic. And then we have this over here, the anti-grass milestones, where you had to hit a certain milestone, such as not doing a bunch of grass hops, but doing a galactic. And what I'm about to do over here is to do a galactic without a grass hop. But I can also do a grass skip without a grass hop by doing this. So first off, I'm going to do anonymity to get some generation and liquefy as well, so that once I've done that, I can just grass skip over here. And once I hit a certain milestone of grass skip, such as grass skip level 8 or 8 grass skips, you can unlock Funify, which unlocks a new currency, which is similar to Steely, and you just buy a bunch of upgrades here, is where you will unlock the Fun Dry, where it can generate the super fun real good time generator, or SFRGT for short. And you buy those certain upgrades. And once you do that, you head back into the industrial zone. Also, additional information, you can just pin some of the maps here so that you can just teleport easily. And then once you do a certain amount of milestone, you can just galactic once again and buy more upgrades. And once you do that, you hit a certain amount of milestone. So yeah, it says here that reach a certain milestone to open. So I am going to do that once again. So let me grass skip. Okay, that's enough. So I am going to galactic it once again. And once I do that, I will unlock this part over here. And once you reach 0 grass hip, grass skip 18, you unlock sacrifice, where you will earn dark matter. And dark matter is another currency that you unlock. And you can also buy upgrades here to boost your progress. And the next milestone that you're going to do here is to hit the planetoid. How to hit it? How to hit it? Well, you need to reach anti-grass hop grass skip 30. So I'm going to go back here once again, and as you can see here that I unlock the automation for grass skip, so that way you don't have to worry about clicking grass skip every time. So I'm going to go back to the industrial zone, create more parts if I want to, and click galactic. And once you do that, I unlock this certain part of. Wait, no, I haven't unlocked it yet. Wait, I'm just going to buy some upgrades real quick and do this once again. So I'm going to go back here and head back to industrial zone. So make sure that you turn off the automation of grass hub, so that way when you galactic, you hit the AGHGS. AGHGS is the anti-grass hop grass skip for short. So yeah, that's the shortcut of that. So your target would be grass skip for like 30 plus. And let's just do that real quick. And once we do, wait, let's do that one more time. Okay, let's do that one more time. Okay. Once we do that, we unlock the planetoid. Over here, there's a portal. You just go through it and you unlock again a new realm. So this realm significantly helps everything that is below the grass world. So you buy upgrades here and you unlock certain things like astrolabe. So you can only do that once you reach planetoid level 31, and you can reach quadrant once you reach planetoid level 101. So this doesn't have auto cut yet. Auto cut is where it automatically cuts your grass. Okay, let me mute that real quick. Anyways, let me quadrant real quick. So quadrant lets you earn measure where you can buy certain upgrades again. And it also resets everything that is below that, which is the astrolabe and the perks. Perks, you can also earn perks here with the dot question mark planetarium upgrade. So you make sure you buy that and make sure that you form ring. So once you do that, you can just buy a bunch of upgrades here. And you can also earn observatorium. And then you can unlock the reservatorium by buying upgrades here. But by earning reservatorium, you have to collect observatorium first. Observatorium is just like platinum, but in planetoid, the planetoid realm. And you can just click form ring here once again to convert all of your observatoriums into reservatoriums so that those reservatoriums that you collected will be used for buying upgrades over here in the reservatory. And once you've done that, you unlock the unnatural realm in the anti-realm if you collect a certain amount of funify. So since I have automatic automation here, I can just unlock it automatically. And once again, you unlock a new realm, which is the unnatural realm. And you buy some upgrades once again. And you buy a normality if you reach level 31 in the unnatural level. And you buy upgrades. And once you reach level 101 in a natural realm, you unlock the vaporizer, which automatically generates clouds, which you can buy for more upgrades. Now, this significantly helps your progress in the dark forest, where you can just sacrifice over here and buy a bunch of upgrades and continue doing that and come back to the planetoid. And once you do that, your next target would be anti-grass hop grass skip 45, where you need to galactic once again and unlock a certain milestone over here and head to the dark forest where you can unlock the dark tree, and you can just buy some upgrades here, just add some multipliers, and then you once again you break the ring by having a certain requirement. You need 500 million best forms of rings to just reach this point, and anti-grasshop grass skip 45, where you have to hit this certain milestone over here, and I'm going to show you guys. There unlocks the ring near the dark tree. So I'm going to go back here to the dark forest and break the ring. You only do this once, guys. And once you do that, you unlock the light forest, where you go through here and unlock the stellar obelisk. Now, the stellar obelisk unlocks the astral prestige, where if you hit astral level 100, you can just astral prestige over and over, and this significantly increases your progress. And it says here that there are certain amounts of, well, multipliers to the realms, and you come back here and unlock the planetary. And once you do that, you you need to reach planetary level 201 first to increase your planetary tiers. And you unlock certain milestones here as well. Buy some upgrades, do planetary trials by clicking start trial, and here you just play the game as normal, but there are certain challenges that you have to do, and you can just quit trial early if you want, and you hit the certain milestone over here in the total trial levels. And once you do planetary tier, you come back here and unlock the grass jump. Now that's another reset layer that we unlock over here. So just do that by reaching unnatural level 201, and you don't unlock this if you haven't reached planetary tier 3 yet, because you have to unlock it to unlock the grass jump in the unnatural realm, which is this. And you unlock more milestones over here. And once you do that, you head back to the planetoid and unlock the constellation, which is level 301. You unlock that in 301. Now, this is one of the most complex things that you have to do in the game. So this is the line, and you just put one over here. And this is a stabilizer where you can see this +3 red text over here, and just put one beside it so that you can stabilize it once again to prevent it from overloading. Now, this is very complicated, and it might be for my next video, and I'm going to explain that further, guys. And there are more other things here, more constellations. So this moon-shaped constellation boosts the lunar power, which is in the light forest, which we you can only unlock once you hit grass jump 8. Grass jump 8. You unlock the lunar obelisk. Now the lunar obelisk helps you progress further by just clicking this, and there are certain limited slots, and you can increase it by reaching higher planetary tiers. So let's do that once again. And once you do a certain amount of lines, constellation layouts, also there are 5 saves so you can save your layouts. A layout is where you can just create anything you want in this layout. And I have here prisms where it can soon be unlocked, and I am going to explain that in the next video on how you unlock this part. So this just generates arcs over here. You unlock this in a certain milestone, guys. So don't worry about this. And I am just doing a constellation layout that is currently effective for everything. And what I mean by everything is this kind of constellation layout. So I am going to put a bunch of stars. Why did I put a bunch of stars over here? I'm supposed to put these echoes over here. Um, I'll explain that soon, guys, in the next video. So after you unlock constellation, your next goal is to hit anti. Oh wait, no. Your next goal is to hit, well, dark charge the grass jump 18, which is, by the way, over here. So let me do that real quick. Yeah, grass jump 19 times. So let me fix this. Let me do the constellation. So these ones are the boosters, and these are called prisms. You can only unlock that again in the supernova. Supernova tier 4, I think 2 or 3. I already forgot those. So yeah, but you just unlock that in the progress, and I'm over here just putting everything that we need. Okay, so this one, and these circles are called magnifier, where it just multiplies of what's being earned, which are the lines. Yep, the generation, the lunar power rings, dark charge, everything, as I said previously. And these are the stabilize reinforcement, where it increases this so that it will be stable still. And this other square from the arcs is a bulwark, which multiplies the reinforcement. So, and once you do this specific kind of constellation, once you have those prisms, you can proceed to reaching grass jump 35. And you can also save the constellation layouts if you want. And also you can buy more upgrades over here. So let me reach grass jump 35 real quick by doing more planetary tiers. Now you can see here that we are at planetary tier 25. And when we go to the light forest, it says that we have 5 slots here. So it corresponds to how many planetary tiers we have. So, okay, we can do another astral prestige. So it increases every 5 planetary tiers. So let's keep doing that. And also, let me do more form rings. And let us check in the dark forest to increase the multiplier over here that we did. Okay, so let's just do that. Then let's check over here again to astral prestige. Go back to the planetoid, form a ring, make sure that you're earning enough reservatorium, and then check over here if you can earn enough planetary tiers, and then check the light force. Okay, so we have 7 slots now, so we can do 7. The total is 8, so we can only do 8 max amount of slots. Now, I am going to do another planetary tier. Oh, we cannot earn anything because we need to boost more of these things. So the constellation layout helps in doing that. Okay, let's just do everything over here. Yep. Maxing everything out is the goal here, guys. Maxing your constellation layout so that your boost will be, well, maxed out as well. And it will keep on going until it's very OP. Okay, I haven't put, oh, whoops. I haven't put any echoes here. These are called echoes, by the way. Okay, here we go. And then let me put more stars. These are called, oh, stellarium. Though that's what it's called. Okay. Now let me put more echoes. Tier 6 and tier 7 of the magnify. Oh, the bulwark. And yeah, that's it. That's the highest you can go without doing any supernova first. But in your first supernova, you won't reach any of this. But since I have a large multiplier, I can just reach that easily. That explains it. Okay, so let me undo another form ring and a natural prestige. And then hit another planetary tier. Goal. Okay, yep, we just did it. Let's do clouds over here. And now we can go back here in the unnatural realm to hit grass jump 35. And since we are above that, we can just easily go over here in the planetoid once again, unlocking the star. Now, since I already reached tier 2, that means I can just go and unlock supernova tier 2. But in your first try, you can just hit supernova tier 1. So you can just walk over here and click. It says that it resets everything up to this point except flowers and planet run. And this is how much solar shards you get, guys, based on the star growth that you have, which we unlock from the planetoid with doing 35 grass jumps. And here are the remnants you earn based on how much eclipse level you're at. So this is the eclipse level over here. Yep. And these are the basic upgrades. You can buy that. And then the advanced upgrades, the filler upgrades, the automation upgrades, flower upgrades are optional. Golden star upgrades, which will soon be unlocked as supernova tier 5 in the Solarians era uh game. Solarians, I don't know, section. So yeah, and since I am at supernova tier 2, let's just hit supernova tier 5 very quickly. So I'm going to do a galactic once again. And over here, go to the planetoid, and this will automate everything already. Yep, as you can see here, I already hit tier 5, so let's do a supernova. And once you hit that, there are certain goals over here that will just make everything better, such as the solar obelisk over here, the sunrise. Now, you can only do that if you want, if you have over 100 solar eclipse levels, I mean. And once you hit the light force, you can unlock the centralized or the void obelisk. Now, this completely removes the prestige points and everything in it. Completely removes the currencies that are just displayed over here. So if I click this, centralize, you will get a singularity point. Now, there's like a short cutscene here that will show up. But since that I'm already so far in the game, it doesn't anymore. So yeah, also, if you talk to Grassman over here, who is anti-Grassman? Oh, okay, wait. I keep exiting. Talk. Who is anti-Grasham? He's just a good old friend of mine, not a talker, I am afraid. And then we can talk to Spasman over here. What a silly man. He only speaks nonsense and always tries to bring down a mood. I wouldn't trust him if I were you. And when we go to the dark forest, we can actually talk to him over here. Dot, dot, dot. Hello, today is not the time. Yeah, that's just the way he is. And then we can go and talk to anti-Grassman over here. Dot, dot, dot. Hello, dot, dot, dot. And that's it. Now, I don't know if there's a man over here, but we cannot talk to him. And there's also another person over here. Oh, he's gone. Oh, wait, no, he's over here. But we can't also talk to him. Okay, so once we earn singularity points, we can see this over here, the singularity chart, and where we unlock the Solarians feature. Also, you can use right click to shortcut that, guys. Okay, and then you can just keep doing the singularity chart over here. And then this is where you go to the fighting section where you earn souls and use those souls to upgrade these over here. The Solarian's power, the collecting speed, and the forming speed. The collecting speed is how much stuff you earn in a matter of time, and the forming is the part where it makes your defense and offense stronger. Defense, which is a shield, and offense, which is a sword. And from here, you can also access a constellation. Now, you can only do that by forming more lines over here and then doing the constellation layout that I did before. So, yeah. And once you unlock the Solarians, you must hit, well, Supernova Tier 6, do some of these challenges over here, which is the basic cycle and everything, and then do even more basic upgrades over here to unlock everything, and head to the Light Forest, which you should not forget. And you can still head to the Dark Forest, where you can just, oh, it automatically updates already. Okay. And you can also buy some upgrades here, and you can also still do some, what is this? Astral Prestige? Yes. And also it automatically updates this as well without even putting the slots. Okay, so first off, in the Solarians part, you must buy every upgrade in the Singularity chart. Sunrise if needed. Sunrise boosts your fighting multiplier. And you can also earn Solar Shard and Sunstone, where you can buy some upgrades over here, which is, by the way, still getting maxed out. And you can also buy more Remnant upgrades over here, and then allocate one to all to, well, put one in every part. So these are the stats where you can increase your offense and defense, Sunrise Fighting Multi, and then basic over here, which is the Solar Shards, lines, compaction, and compression, and collection, soul collection, everything. Yeah, and then your next goal here is to hit fighting stage 40, where you can unlock a certain kind, which is the restoration over here. And right now I can do increased tier, so now I'm at Supernova tier 6, and you need that, and you need specific requirements for that to reach that. So yeah, and this is the soul compression that I was talking about earlier, which is very complex, but it will just auto update itself every 10 seconds. And here you can see this progress, the star, the darkness, and the restore. Now, you can only unlock that once you are at Supernova tier 6. It unlocks these kind of stuff. Now, I'm going to do that again to unlock the portal, I guess. Nope, I can't yet. So I can just sunrise if I want to. Now we unlock another one of this, which is the sunset. Now we can do that only if we already reached stage 40 and I'm already passed by it. And I can just increase my tier once again. So now I'm at Supernova tier 7. And you unlock the portal. And then you also unlock the grass essence over here. And then I'm going to allocate one to all already, and it will build portal parts, as you can see over here. Also, let's do some challenges because these challenges are important. Also, this is a very, very long form video. Yep. Okay, so let's start challenge, and the goal is to reach stage 14, and I can just quickly reach that and complete it in bulk. You can only do it in bulk once you reach supernova tier 6, which is nice. Now we can do cycle, which which automatically resets every 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, you automatically sunrise every 10 minutes. Okay, I already completed that. Then soul, here we go. We can also get some rewards to increase our fighting multiplier. Yeah, so just keep doing these challenges until you earn enough golden stars. Now, these golden stars are also important in your progression in the Solarians feature. Okay, so let's just complete these challenges real quick. Limited, all of these are sunrise challenges, and these next ones are for the sunset. Yeah. Okay, let me do these again. Once again. Okay, complete. And then evil. This one is a bit difficult, so this is where you have to do a sunrise. Sunrise, not sunset. Yeah. Okay. We just did that and then complete. And once you earn enough golden stars, you can go ahead back here and golden star upgrades. So you buy every one of these upgrades, and over here you unlock a new kind of so constellation, and also head back to the light force to see if you can centralize any of these currencies, and don't and remember that if you centralize these, the currencies will disappear forever unless you do a loop. Okay, so we just centralize each and every one of that, and now we can just access a bunch of these, buy all of them in one go. Okay, and you only can unlock mana once you reach supernova tier 6, which we already did. Okay, and then also buy these upgrades once you earn enough souls. Over here, buy every upgrade. Every upgrade, guys, because these are important in making you progress through this part of the game. And the next part, we need divine souls. So how do you earn that? Well, all you need to do is sunset, but we haven't reached stage 40 yet, so let's just do that. Also, here is the guide for the next part of the constellation. So let me do this real quick. So let's put a singular line, and then we can just put this one. Now this is the last prism. You can only unlock that at supernova tier 4 or 5 or something, or you can just unlock this part of the constellation. And then you put this constellation grid over here, and then the ray at these parts. The next is the star, which is at the center, and then the improver, which is over here. So make sure that you put them like this in this specific pattern. And then next is the sword, where you just put all of these all around the improvers. And the rest are the souls. So just put that over here. And now you can just lock the grid because it boosts the effectiveness of this constellation layout as well. You can take a screenshot if you want. So here you go. And now once you do that, you can proceed to the next part of the challenges. But before we do that, we need to sunset first. So let's do that real quick. And we just earned, I don't know. But yeah, now let's just buy the rest of the upgrades over here once again. The upgrades over here. Okay, yep, unlock previous until we reach the threshold. Okay, now you can unlock this one over here. Keep rank 1, 2, 3, and then keep on going over here. Okay, let's just do this part and wait if we can reach stage 90 to 110. And now let's buy more upgrades over here once we are done. And then we can also buy divine souls over here. So let's buy for the souls, offense and defense, compression, mana generation, and restore speed. Restore speed is how fast you can earn some stuff over here. So yeah. Now let me allocate one to all once again. Now let's see how much stage we are at. Okay, so we're at stage 106. So let's hit 110 so that we can buy all of this. And then we can buy the remaining stuff if we proceed to the next part of the Solarians feature. So let me buy every upgrade over here. Now let's increase our tier since we can do that already. And then let's upgrade our constellation since you can also earn darkness once you do a sunset. Since we have 100 SP, let's just max everything over here. Okay, this is the highest there is in this part of the constellation, the prisms. Yeah, so just follow this constellation layout if you want, because this is the most effective one that I have used so far. So yeah, and I am going to use it unless someone else finds a better layout or if I can find a better layout. So yeah. And if you hit stage 150, guys, I think you can open the portal at this point. I'm not entirely sure. But once you do that, let me go back to the light forest so that I can just centralize a bunch of these things. So yeah, you can only do this one by one, guys, and I can just do it in one go because I am already in like the loop part of the game. So yeah, and now let me go back to the Solarians to buy the rest of these upgrades over here. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Once this portal opens, go through it and you will unlock the grassland. And this part, you can go and buy the upgrades in the gold shop. You can only access that once you go over here. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff as you can see. The mastery shop, the mastery, the grass armory, the combat rank. Now you can increase your combat rank once you earn enough gold and total equipment value. Now you can increase your equipment value by getting some stuff over here. You can have a basic sword, a basic shield, and basic boosts that you can have. And you can go over here in these dungeons. So there are 4 kinds of dungeons. The easiest one, the medium one, the moderate one, and the hard one, the hardest one. And it goes up all the way to dungeon 10. And it will keep going. So as you can see over here, you need to go at stage 1000 to unlock dungeon 10. And I will do that real quick. So, yeah, once you explore these dungeons, you get a bunch of rewards and stuff, like swords and stuff, and you can proceed upgrading them every time. As you can see here, I can upgrade them, unequip them, and some other stuff like these rings. These rings also help you progress through the dungeons, and you need to increase your combat rank to to have a more powerful offense and defense from your sword and shield. So yeah, yeah, advanced cutting and health, as you can see here. And from this mastery, if you keep getting the same weapon, you can mastery them over here and you get some kind of benefit over that, which is the mastery, where you can buy more upgrades over here, as you can see. And once you do that, you unlock the synthesis. You can only unlock it once you reach Supernova Tier 8. And since I already activated it, you can begin making corruption shards. And once you end, you can buy some upgrades over here, as you can see. And then you can just begin again. And you can just try to reach these milestones over here to unlock more slots, as you can see, because there are 8 slots. And we're back to the Solarians feature. So you can just continue buying the upgrades in the singularity charts, and then keep doing sunrise to do more upgrades over there. If it's not automated yet, it's fine. You can just decide what you want to buy, but choose wisely on what upgrade you want to do. So yeah, and now let me just do a bunch of these things. So now I can make this tier 11, as you can see. The highest one is tier 12, as you can see over here. And now I can just do sunset challenges. Okay, so let me just do that. Oh wait, I haven't reached Supernova tier 10. You can do that in a ball. Oh, now I reached Supernova tier 11. What in the world? That quick? Okay. Now let's just start the challenge. complete, start the challenge again, start the challenge. You need to keep doing these challenges, guys, to earn challenge score and fighting multiplier. And also need to read these red texts in order for you to understand what kind of challenge you will face, which will be very difficult in each one of this. So yeah, it's very efficient for you to read these things. So yeah, complete. And once you complete that, you earn platinum stars where you can unlock this part. So yeah, and then you can just go ahead and max them. And once you reach Supernova Tier 8, by the way, and have unlocked the portal, we unlock a new reset layer, which is the Twilight. Now, you can just max that if you want. Let me buy this first, I guess. Okay, there we go. And then do another sunrise. And then let's go back to the light force to see if we can centralize stuff, which we can. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's go back to the Solarians. Go back to the singularity chart. Buy all of the upgrades. And try to hit as much as we can. And hit Twilight. So yeah, and you unlock the unstable upgrades once you buy this part of the singularity chart. So yeah, and then you can also buy the rest of these upgrades over here, the super keep ranks, the starting stage, and the Twilight constellation. Now the Twilight resets your constellation layout, guys, but not in the way you think. It only since you locked your grid, it can only remove their high levels. But since that I earn so much, I can just put them back to the way they were. So let me just do that in order for you to progress really, really fast. Right? But it doesn't reset the prism though, the last prism. So I can just do that. Oh, I can't do this yet. Okay. Okay, now let me go back to sun rising. And then your next goal here is to just sunset because it takes 2 minutes. Yeah, that's the waiting part. Now I can just, oh, I still can't. Okay, since I hit Supernova Tier 9 and 10, I can just begin doing more corruption shards. And as you can see over here, that I unlock the Flare Shard and the Empty Gem. Now you will need the Empty Gem over here, and it requires 100 synthesis, which is very easy to get the first time you unlock it, and the flare shards as well. You need these shards and gems because you unlock a new section in the forming part, which is over here, the advanced, which increases your collection and formation in the souls as well. But you will only need that in the end game if you want. It's optional, I guess. Also, you can head back over here to do more centralizing so that you can get more singularities. And now buy more of these upgrades. Divine Absorber. Okay, so now we can upgrade these souls. Okay. Mana generation and restore speed. The mana generation is the most important here since it makes you increase your supernova tiers. And the max tier is 15, so that's the last supernova tier that you can unlock. And as you can see over here that we managed to do tier 12 in a GIF because we reached a certain amount of gold that we reached. Okay, and once you do that, you come back over here in the light force to centralize more stuff. But let me do some more of these constellation layouts real quick. Like max them out. Yep, here we go. We can just max them out already. And once you do that, you can just do another sunrise. Do a sunset if you want, but since you have But since if you bought this divine absorber, it can just auto generate divine souls, which you can just go over here and buy the rest of these upgrades, which is very nice actually. And now we can go over here in the synthesis to buy more upgrades. Also, it unlocks the auto buy for the synthesis once you reach supernova tier 12. Okay, and now your next goal here is to twilight once again. Now this time it won't reset your constellation layouts since this part is already maxed out. Oh, not really, not entirely. Also make sure to buy these upgrades as well. And these upgrades, I almost forgot. So let me just buy that, all of these. Okay, that explains why I was not progressing much in a minute. Okay, so don't forget to buy all of these upgrades, guys. And yeah, every ninth of this part is a maxed section. So yeah. And now we can just go ahead and reach another supernova tier once we put a lot of upgrades over here. Okay, let's make sure that we do. If not, then we won't progress. Okay, so we need a certain amount of mana. So since you twilight, it also resets the synthesis, but it will not reset anymore once you reach supernova tier 14. So we're almost there at the end, guys. And also, if you do a loop, it won't reset the grass sound. It will just keep going as you want and explore more dungeons. So your next goal here is to, yes, over here at the progression bar, unlock dungeon 10 at stage 1000. So we're just going to keep doing that until we can. Okay, let's just do this. Keep clicking 100% and upgrade over here since it auto generates so much so fast. And over here, let me max it once again. There we go. Then go back to the light force to see if we can centralize something. And once you can centralize observatorium, guys, head back to the planetoid and form reservatoriums. That way you can go back here to the light force and centralize that as well. And then go back to the Solarians and buy this, the big one upgrade. Now, don't forget to allocate one to all to unlock the portal once again. And once you do that, go back to the synthesis and the production. Start the production of empty gem, end it very early, and then begin the corruption shard once again. Now, as you can see here that we opened the portal once again because that's important in progressing your game because we need to open the portal to progress through the game. And once you do that, you can go ahead and come back here and keep upgrading these stuff over here, as you can see. And then you can increase your supernova tier. So now we're at supernova tier 13 and head back over here to start and do the rest of the basic upgrades. And since all of them are maxed, you can just centralize them. And as you can see here, must be the last planetoid centralized including dark charge. There we go. And if you centralize every one of that, you can just max out the singularity chart. And there you go. You maxed every upgrade in this part. And now your goal is to hit supernova tier 14 and 15 if you want. And continue doing this. And also doing the synthesis. Keep doing corruption shards. Keep track of, I'm not really sure what else you can keep track here. All you need to do is just keep waiting until you hit solar eclipse 20,000 for the next supernova tier. And once you do that, you can just twilight over here to make your progress much faster, which is also important, by the way. And also this reset the synthesis as well because we haven't unlocked supernova tier 14 yet. Okay, let's just keep going. There we go. And let's end once it becomes slow and begin once again. Come back to the Solarians. And let's see over here how many stages we will reach. Let's wait for 20,000. Okay, there we go. Now all we need to do is wait for the mana to be 100 QTHE. Okay, I think we'll reach that very quickly. I hope so. Yeah, because okay, there we go. Now we reach supernova tier 14, and then the last one is supernova tier 15, where we should hit 40,000 eclipse, one nana, mana I meant, and then one QANN star growth. And also, as you can see here, the fighting stage is exponentially increasing. It's super fast. Also, we have this one over here, which is the unstable up souls. I forgot to mention that you can upgrade this as soon as you unlock the twilight section. So yeah, as you can see here, that once we reach stage 1000, we can go back here to the grassland. And yeah, you can also unlock the dark dungeons. I think you reach that when you complete all the normal dungeons. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. So as you can see here, the final castle. And I'll explain this to you later, guys. So once you head over here, there's this dramatic, excuse me, dramatic no interface of some sort. And all you need to do is just walk over here, walk up the stairs, just keep jumping. And at the end, you will see someone who will betray you. So, yeah. And we are almost there, guys. Don't worry. It just takes this kind of long to do this. Now, I am not going to show you who we are meeting, guys, because I don't want to spoil you to who you meet at the end. So, yeah. Now, as you walk over here, you meet this specific NPC. And as you can see here that we get dropped off and teleport to world 2, the forgotten world, where everything starts all over again. And once you talk to this guys over here, looks like you are in a predicament friend, and you can just click the lore if you want, and so on and so forth. And then you can just go back over here to the hub. And since you unlocked 2 worlds, you can just go back there or here to a normal world. And since we have reached fighting stage 1000, we can already do supernova tier 15, which automates everything over here. All we need to do is to upgrade the unstable souls to exponentially increase them. Yeah, it increases so much that it just keeps going and going. Once you reach fighting stage 1000, you can go ahead and unlock the loop, which is, by the way, the portal I showed you earlier, the one with these circling arrows. And yeah, this says it resets everything. And as you can see here, that you can earn this kind of um, loop. And once you do that, you can buy loop upgrades where it automates everything over here and unlock more. So if you get 10 normal loops, you will unlock floor 2, which is the mega loop. And if you get 10 more mega loops, you will unlock floor 3, super mega loop. And once you unlock that once you unlock mega loop, you will unlock the line charger. And if you unlock super mega loop, you will unlock the blue, where you unlock a new realm and new milestones to do, which is these accomplishments over here. Then you can buy the brass upgrades and the automation upgrades, which is simple terms automation. Blue upgrades once you do a blue stage. It's just like prestige but blue stage. And then iridium over here, which is just platinum. So yeah. And then very real plasma shop, which we cannot unlock it because I haven't reached that point yet. Which will be in the soon video. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. And then we can go over here Once you do 10 super mega loops, you will unlock the super ultra mega loop. And once you have 10 of them, you will unlock the omega loop. And once you have 10 omega loops, then you will meet the true end, which is what I haven't unlocked yet. So yeah, we can only reach this point. As you can see here that I can do 5 loops because I unlocked a boost that gives me more, and also do and also this loops per loop. I'm going to use 5 of them. Now let's just do that loop, and then we can do another loop over here. And as you can see that we got 10 arrows from that. So let's go back to floor 1. And as you can see here that we can buy these upgrades. So let me buy this, this, and this, and this. Okay, there you go. And once you buy the upgrade, you can buy more of these upgrades. It resets everything before it, guys. So remember that. And yeah, it's very difficult to like do this over and over again because sometimes you will get tired, and now we're back to square one. And as you can see here that it didn't reset grassland because this is the only thing that it doesn't reset unless you do a true end, which will like remove everything here, I guess. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah. So that is all in World 1, guys. So yeah, and I'll see you guys next time for part 2, which is the Forgotten World, everything in it so far. Goodbye.